How's it going today, everybody? It's Mitch coming at you with another video today, and it's a little gameplay on Grind, pretty much my least favorite map in all of Black Ops 2. But I think I did alright. I mean, it's not the best gameplay out there, of course, obviously, but I think I ended up winning. And I'm basically just gonna be telling you today about my great grandmother and like stuff that happened with her a while back, and it's kind of a rough time in my life for that. But my great grandmother lived to be 97 years old, and that's honestly astonishing to me. Like, that blows my mind how someone lived to be 97. Like, that's way over the average age of anybody's lifespan. But which is kind of weird because she smoked a lot. She smoked up until the day she passed away, which is crazy. Like, how can someone's body smoke for 90? And another thing, she never drove a single day in her life. Her husband always drove her everywhere, which is my great grandpa, and then my other family members drove her. She never drove a single day in her whole entire life, which is crazy to me. But and then she was, I thought this was kind of funny. She was a huge Twins fan, which kind of, like, if she couldn't watch the Twins that day, her day was basically just ruined. And she even loved them in the times when they suck. Like, they still do suck, but she liked them when they were like the worst team in that MLB. But I was kind of really close to my great grandma when I was younger. I got really close to her when my great grandfather passed away, because that was a rough time in our family. I tried being supportive for her, and I grew really close with her then. And as I got older, I kind of grew away because I kind of didn't show much emotion when I got older. Like, I didn't go up to just my family members and be like, I love you and stuff. I'm not kind of, it's weird for me to just go up to a family member and just be like, I love you or something. It feels weird in my body, and I can't. Like, if someone says it to me, of course I'll say it back because it's just the right thing to do, but I can't physically go up to someone and be like, I love you. I don't know why. But when I was younger, I used to always go up and just give her hugs, and I'd sit down and talk to her and be like, and just try being supportive, and she loved that. It always brightened up her day. She'd always smile, and then I would smile. And then as I got older and she got older, she got more sick more often, and then there was one time where my grandparents, they always go down to Arizona for the winter because it's awful up here, and they own a house down there. And my great grandma got super sick one night, and she had to be rushed to the hospital for my aunt. And my grandma got a phone call about that, and she got on a flight like that night and flew back to Minnesota because who knows, maybe her mom was dying. But apparently she just had a case of the flu, which can be very serious when you're that old because your immune system's not nearly as strong as it used to be. And so my grandma actually thought that her mom wasn't going to make it through that, but she fought through it, which was amazing to me. A 97-year-old beating the flu, which is kind of very difficult for them, but it kind of just shocked me. And then everything was going good, and then about like a month later, she suffered like a stroke, and that was rough on our family because after that, the doctors told her that my great grandma basically didn't have very much longer to live, and that kind of hit my family a little hard. It hit me pretty hard too. Like, after my dad told me that news, because he had to text me because I was at, I think, basketball practice or something like that. And after I saw that, my heart just sank, and I was pretty upset about that. And but I kind of had to just move on. Couldn't let it get to me that bad. And then that, like a week later, I got another text, and the moment I got that text, I knew something was wrong. And my dad told me that my great grandma had passed away, and that was a depressing time for me. The next couple days after that, I was just very quiet. I didn't really talk to anybody. I just went to school, just sat there and stared at my desk all day, and then just went home. And then I went to basketball practice. It was very quiet. People were asking me what's wrong. I wouldn't talk. And I just went home and just laid in bed and just in the dark and just sat there and thought about it. And that was a time when I mentioned in an earlier video that I was in AAU, and that was the time when I was in that. She passed away in that, and they scheduled the funeral for a weekend, and my dad and family. It was a weekend of a tournament that I was down in Kansas, and my family convinced me, and my dad told me that I had to go to this tournament. And I was telling him, no, I don't want to go because I want to go to my great-grandma's funeral, but they told me just to go to this tournament to get my mind off of it. And I couldn't comprehend why they wanted me to go because I wanted to be there, but I said okay, and I ended up going to that tournament. And I wasn't mentally there. I was never, any games we played, I wasn't there. I was thinking about my great-grandma and how I could be missing her funeral, and it was just hitting me hard. Like, I'm gonna miss the last opportunity I could ever see my great-grandma. Even though if she'd be just lying there in the casket, still, you get the memory, you get to say your last goodbye, and I couldn't. Like, it still sticks with me today. I never could say my last goodbye to her, and I still can't comprehend that I'm never gonna be like how can I not be there? But that was the roughest week I've ever had, because and she was so supportive of me when I was younger, going up playing basketball. She would always be there. Every time I'd get to see her, like maybe twice a year, it brighten up my whole entire day. She was just so enjoyable to sit there and talk to, and it was rough, really rough not going there, and it really crushed me. But yeah, that's just all. I just wanted to get that sad story off my chest, I guess. But yeah, well, this gameplay is coming to an end now, and if you enjoyed this gameplay and enjoyed the commentary, the saying, I guess, please leave a like and subscribe. That would make my day if you could do that. And follow me on Twitter, and I'll put the name in the description, and I'll be getting a Snapchat soon if you want to see that. So